machine learning, and edge devices. Again, anyone who speaks in hyperbole that says the world is all going to be one way in the future is probably wrong, right? It's not about everything goes to cloud because IoT is driving an edge. So there's this pendulum that swings in the forces of IT over years. And anyone who's been around the block knows that the force of centralization and decentralization, they kind of come and go and ebb and flow. There's no question that public cloud, SaaS, IaaS, in fact, SaaS customers are now our fastest growing customer type. Whether it's our partnership with Salesforce.com or any of the SaaS companies that you use, odds are pretty good, we're behind them. So it's not that we're saying cloud not good. In fact, cloud is a central part of our strategy that we'll talk about. However, there's a huge edge thing going on, and I want you guys to internalize this a little bit. Since the term IoT was coined, there are now not only 10,000 more edge devices out there, so a short time since a buzzword appears on the landscape and then starts to sink into our common consciousness, 10,000 times more devices. That's 5 orders of magnitude. Each one of those devices is 10,000 times more powerful. For the same watt, same space, same dollar device, 5 orders of magnitude faster, and generates 10,000, 5 orders of magnitude more information per edge device. That's insane. Insane in the membrane. What that means is that there's going to be this huge ecosystem that develops around edge devices, gateway devices, aggregation, machine learning at the edge. And we announced all sorts of things that we're doing around this. So for example, something called Project Fire, which is how do we build an HCI, hyperconverged infrastructure appliance, for the core of the data center, but it's not a general purpose device. It's designed to support IoT, machine learning inside the core data center with a huge amount of data aggregation, or to power a SaaS provider who maybe we're going to see a SaaS ecosystem develop around this IQT, as we call it, the intersection of IQ and IoT. We are investing $1 billion of R&D. Just for an idea, we've spent $13 billion worth of R&D dollars over the last 3 years, and we're committed to spending $4.5 billion a year going forward, period. That means we outspend our competition in core R&D. And above and beyond $4.5 billion in organic R&D, we do something that we euphemistically call inorganic R&D, which is a way of saying we do venture funding. We invest in startups, because anyone who thinks that they can out-invent the entire world of people leaving university and creating startups, they're also wrong. So you have to tap into that innovation engine. So this is one example of many where we are a technology leader because we're an innovator. The other reason that we are a technology leader is because we embrace the idea of value. We like this idea of democratizing IT, democratizing technology, which means making it easier for everybody. Now, that means reach. It means supply chain. It's a fascinating statistic. We basically provide roughly around 6 times more servers in aggregate than all of the hyperscalers. It's fascinating. People think, the idea that everything is going into these massive data centers, that's true. Huge growth in massive data centers. You know what? Huge growth democratizing IT for people all around the world. That requires a massive global supply chain. It means that if you are producing, call it 250 million clients, that is the mechanism whereby you can democratize that supply chain and turn it into HCI appliances that power data center. Or be the already leader in IoT edge devices. So it's fascinating. For us, IoT is not a strange new future, it's innovation. But there's also huge value. How do we make IoT gateway devices that can be deployed on oil derricks or any upstream or retail use case at incredibly low unit cost, in other words, value? That's how you democratize technology and bring it to the masses.